Georgia won the toss and deferred, so Oregon will receive. The only other meeting was way back in 1977 in Athens. It was won by Georgia. In that game, Rich Brooks, a 36-year-old, was making his debut as the Oregon head coach, never having been a head coach before. Kickoff on its way from Jack Podlesny, and being run back by Seven McGee, and not very far. Knocked down shy of the 15-yard line.
Now, there's a lot that makes Bowers special. The biggest thing is he's so good after the catch.
Now a swing pass. Here's McIntosh. And he has a first down. Is an issue in the opening game. They think they've done all they can to get their teams ready, but you really don't know until the season starts in earnest. McIntosh bounces off a hit. McIntosh inside the 35. JT Daniels has transferred to West Virginia. On 3rd and long, Bennett fires hot for a first down. They converted on 3rd down a moment ago. This is shorter, 3rd and 3. Bennett zings one, and a good catch on a ball behind him. And 9 pass attempts. 1st and goal from the 9. They flip it to Ladd McConkey. Ladd McConkey scores the first touchdown of the season for Georgia. Slight bobble of the snap, but Nick plenty of time, throwing his first deep ball for Seven McGee, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 8-yard line.
This is not a bad decision by Bo Nix, and it's really not a bad throw. It's just an incredible play by Malachi Starks. He's got great ball skills, and he made an incredible play.
They reload with talent. He's one of the top recruits in the country. 6'1", 205. He was an Under Armour All-American. They spotted the ball in the 11, so a gain of 3 for McIntosh. After the fake, in the flat, it is the enormous tight end, Darnell Washington, powering his way out across the 30-35 to the 36.
They ran a lot of 13 personnel last year, which is 1 back and 3 tight ends, and Fitzpatrick was part of them.
Of course, I don't remember what I had for lunch, so it's not a surprise. Bennett throws wide open. Here's Bowers. We knew he was an excellent all-around athlete. After the play fake, another wide open receiver. Ladd McConkey diving for the end zone. He didn't quite get there. They come quickly to the line of scrimmage. Bennett under center. He fakes to Milton and walks into the end zone. A good drive for Oregon. They've moved the ball. They have 7 first downs. Early in the second quarter, terrible interception. Picked off and run back by Christopher Smith. What a wild game. Not a surprise it was competitive. North Carolina was a very narrow favorite in that game. Stetson Bennett all day to throw. Now here comes a hit and a flag thrown on the hit. Bennett hung in there long enough to drill one for a first down to A.D. Mitchell, and I think they're going to tack more on the end of the play. Then in late November, they went up to Utah, got smacked by the Utes. The first of their 3 losses in their last 4 games. Lost again to Utah in the Pac-12 title game. Milton has lots of room, cuts inside and got tackled. Looked like he was going to walk into the end zone.
Explosive athlete, length.
The handoff to the motion man. McIntosh scores. They have moved the ball. Can they sustain it all the way down the field? Cota has the first down to the Georgia 42. There's some trickery, a flea flicker. McGee flipped it back to Nix. He takes off running.
Great decision.
That's the special bow that Kenny Dillingham talks talks about. Nix almost threw another interception to Starks. Place kicker had an excellent year last year. 13 out of 16. 35-yard try right down Peachtree. There was an Oregon timeout. Though its defense has not stopped Georgia. Down by 18. Dan Lanning wants to get the ball back. Try to get into the game before the half. Darnell Washington to catch. He's down a yard short of the line to make and a yard across midfield.
And so far, they've just had a difficult time getting Georgia's offense off the field.
They hand it off to McConkey. Nice call by Monken and a good tackle. That would have been a much bigger play. Triquez Bridges got the Oregon head coaching job in December. Here comes pressure. Bennett. So plenty of time to get it off. McIntosh inside the 5. They lose James Cook, their top 2 running backs. Here comes McIntosh. Picking right up where they left off. Strange play fake. Bennett. Look out. Here comes a posse of Ducks. And it's a touchdown. Even when it looked like Bennett was in trouble, he got loose and McConkey scores again.
In the face of Stetson Bennett.
We talked about all the Georgia losses on defense, and Oregon suffered some big ones as well. Here's Ladd McConkey. Georgia briskly on the move again, a minute into the second half. A.D. Mitchell banged out of bounds at the 19-yard line by Jamal Hill. Now in his 7th season, 6-0 in season openers, and this one's in cruise control as Milton waltzes in. Taki Taimani whiffed on the tackle, the latest Duck to do so. It's a 12-yard touchdown run.
I think he's got to be pleased with the way his defense has played.
And the offense has scored just about every time they touch the ball. Big gainer after big gainer in this one from Daijun Edwards. Well, the starters are still in there. There's McIntosh driving for a first down. I'm not saying they shouldn't be in there. They certainly should be in there.
I think he will bring stability and consistency there that they maybe haven't had for a while.
McIntosh again, just another wide open receiver with all kinds of open space to run through. With 5.5 to go in the third quarter. This is the first Pac-12 opponent Georgia has played during the Kirby Smart era. And a back shoulder throw and a catch and a touchdown. A.D. Mitchell.
Good coverage by Christian Gonzalez, but Gonzalez never knew where the football was. Never got his eyes on the ball till too late. Perfect placement by Stetson Bennett. A.D. Mitchell uses that long frame to go up and high point the football for the touchdown. And that's kind of the way it is now. A guy will wait for a year, maybe 2. And if he doesn't like what it looks like, he's going somewhere else.
Carson Beck, another very talented quarterback, to perhaps watch some of the film again. Here's Edwards. We asked Stetson Bennett, okay, you're starting the season as the starter.
However, he threw 2 costly interceptions, and they lost the SEC championship game.
Right down the seam and on target. Kearis Jackson again.
Let's finish what we started here today, no matter what the score says.
Kendall Milton. Oregon might start those tackling drills on the flight on the way home. So the only negative so far has been it's a 3-day car ride. The pass is complete to Dante Thornton. He made that drive from Alabama. The toss for Cardwell. Their leading returning rusher. He breaks some tackles and then goes out of bounds. Shoved out by Starks, who's made a fantastic debut for Georgia. All right, Kevin, thank you. 3:46 to go. Oregon going for it on 4th and 1 from the Georgia 11. And Jordan James got driven back by Bill Norton.
They're giving him a first down. They're signaling that his progress was across the line, across the 10-yard line.
Hoping his Bulldogs will execute one more stop and keep them out of the end zone all day. Bo Nix over the middle and through the hands of Terrence Ferguson.
And I expect them to be the Clemson we are used to seeing again this season. We'll see them on Monday night against Georgia Tech.
Georgia's going to go to 7-0 in season openers at Georgia. Matter of fact, his first career win, first game as head coach at his alma mater was here in the Chick-fil-A kickoff game in 2016. A win over North Carolina.